The Passion of Joan of Arc, 1928 silent film directed by Carl Theodor Dreyer, a French film, has a lot of very interesting quirks of its production and history. The script is written word from the actual documentation of her trial from 1431. From a director's standpoint, this film can be appreciated by its non-level cameras of looking down on the actors or looking up at the actors, off-centered camera shots, close-up on actors emphasizing their facial features, and even at some moments upside-down camera shots. For a silent film, this makes no sense. Like, who in their right mind would even try to accomplish such a absurd idea? But what's strange is that all these random different shots work extremely well in this picture.
So for this film, the acting done by everyone was very impressive, especially the leading actress, Maria Falconetti. She was superb in this movie, and it was really a shame when the movie was done being filmed, because it turned out to be only her second role, and it was her last role, because she faced a lot of pressures. She had a mental breakdown from cutting her hair for one of the scenes in the film, and for her not to wear makeup in the movie as well. I mean, she didn't look like the typical woman, so that put a lot of stress on her. And there's actually some legends from the actual set that the director actually forced her to kneel on stone over and over again so that the expression on her face could be completely wiped, so that the audience could feel the inner suppressed pain that she felt. And Carl Theodor Dreyer, the director, he didn't want to have any of the characters wearing makeup because it made the film more realistic, and it was better to see their expressions on their face without any of the makeup.
The first edition of this film was burned, so they had to make a second edition of this movie based on the extra bits on the cutting room floor. Strangely, that was also burned, and they had nothing else to make another movie with this by. However, strangely, in 1981, in a Norway mental institution, in a closet, they found a completely pristine version of the original version, before the censorship of the church and government, of its original copy. So a few years later, in 1994, a composer of Richard Einhorn decided to write a music piece to go along with the silent film, called Voices of Light. And in my opinion, it definitely makes this movie a hell of a lot more watchable. I think this music really puts this movie together, especially for an audience of today who really needs to listen to something.
So I hope you will catch us next week, as we will be reviewing The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit for the premiere of The Hobbit. I'm so excited!
Ihr seid juste emotionte. Genre bataille et guerre.